Okay, stick around for just a second. Let me change the titles and everything. We're gonna play Doom 64 first, do some levels of that, and then we're gonna go nearly 20 years into the future in the span of a few minutes, straight into new Doom. Doom whatever, Doom 2016. All these reboots are going to be so hard to keep track of in like 20 years. There's going to be an arbitrary like naming system. Everything's going to have some kind of year associated with it. They may as well just start calling shit 2016, 2015. All right. Here we go. Doom 64. Welcome to Doom 64. So I found a way to change the textures a little bit. If you haven't watched me play Doom 64, I think this is a great game. And I think you'll enjoy this. My save files you'll definitely enjoy, because they're called butt and arse, respectively. I'm an adult. I can do whatever I want. So, yeah, previously the textures were very blurry, right? So I'm gonna take a poll. Mod, in chat, I may need you to make a quick poll. So, you'll notice that the textures now, you can just see the pixels, they're square, right? There's no texture filtering, there's no texture blurring, okay? So, for example, it's a little bit more crisp. Alright, Gear-O-Matic, so, I'll tell you what to put in the thing in a second. So there's, video, filter. Okay, linear is the one I've been doing, which is the blurry one. Okay, I'll show you some of the things we just looked at. So this is what this looks like. This is what it looked like on the N64, kind of. And, you can see the switch here as well. So, the options are... Let me give you the options one more time. The options are... linear, which is blurry, and nearest, which is pixelated. So nearest, which is pixely, and crispy pixels, and linear, which is blurry pixels. So Gear-O-Matic is going to post a poll in the chat. Straw poll is now up in the chat room. Vote for which one you want, and I'll play the rest of the game like it. And if you need a refresher one more time, linear is blurry, nearest is crispy. For lack of a better way of saying it. Nearest is crispy, linear is blurry. So, it's in the chat, the straw poll. If you haven't found it, then don't worry about it. But if you have found it, people are voting for nearest. It is winning by 80% to 20% linear. That is a pretty substantial margin. And we just hit 500 votes, so I'm going to cap it at that. It is now 79% for nearest, 21% for linear. Thank you for voting, everyone. I think this looks good. Honestly, this is my personal preference, so I think you chose wisely. But now, what's weird is my stream is gonna be... Like, my stream of this is now half crispy, half blurry. Oh well. Anyway, we're at level 13. We're about halfway through the game. And, I found a secret. I just have to remember to fucking save often, because... I was told when I was in school not to pronounce the T in often, and it still fucks with me to this day. Poor dooming right here. I don't mind jumping. I'm gonna leave jumping on because just as it gives me an advantage, it could also fuck me. So, leaving jumping on to get like a new experience with the game, that does not bother me at all. It's just a matter of I have to learn when not to use it. Because I've got myself in some pretty shitty situations with it. Just as I've also cheaped the game out a bit. How could it fuck you? Okay, in a previous level, I jumped off the side of a castle, and I couldn't get back up. So I was stuck in this, like, moat area, or like the bottom of it. It was closed off. So the only way I could progress was to load my save. So, did anyone else hear about the silent T and often? Is that just, like, was someone bullshitting me? Was one of my teachers, like, a nutter? What happened? I can't be the only one who was taught not to say often, but to say often. Or was it a jape? Nope, no one's ever heard of that. I just want to see if anyone has heard of it. No, no. The T is silent. Not that I'm gonna say often, but I mean, I'm just wondering if anyone else has been japed in school. School's for fools, my friends. This proves it. Oh, my skin laser shoots 2 lasers now, guys. From the last upgrade, we didn't get to see it last time, but my skin laser, which is not what it's called, by the way, but I don't really care. It now shoots double laser. It's amazing. See, I went to a school where teachers were very stubborn, and they could just teach you whatever they wanted, and however they wanted. Well, I mean, there was a curriculum, but you're still getting, like, homespun advice and like, learning from a teacher, right? And, I would, every now and then, probably get something that made no sense. It's like different Italian families, for example. I know this different Italian families, and I say Italian because I'm Italian, so I just have a reference, point of reference. Have different words for different things that are very common, because there's so many, like, local dialects, and there's also 1,000, like, superstitions that different people from Italy have that they brought over. So different families have different weird traditions. And, I'm assuming when I grew up, a lot of teachers, since there was no Google, there was no internet, there was no fact-checking, you know, you could just make whatever you wanted up. Oh god. Apparently it's alright to say it either way. Someone looked it up. Fucking barons. Wasting all my rockets. These barons look awful crispy up close with the pixels like this. But, yeah, there's a lot of homespun advice that I guess you could get in school that now it would be harder to, you know, have that shit fly because you could go home and Google it. My teacher told me that, the baby powder gives you, AIDS. It's like, what? What are you talking about? Why did your teacher say that? Because they knew someone that used a lot of baby powder that got AIDS. That definitely, that's what happened. That's the correlation is there, Mom. Now you can go on Google and just be like, nah, that's not what happened. Mom, Vinny told me school is stupid, and that they teach you stupid things in school. You know, that wasn't that bad. That's what killed me last time. And I probably got hit with like 2 arrows that whole time. Wow. Where the fuck did you guys come from? It's actually a good time for the regular shotgun, in all honesty. I love this. Look at this. This is so cool looking. This citadel, this evil, demonic citadel beneath the stars. I love the level design in this game. Sometimes it's a little frustrating, but I mean, just in terms of the way it looks, they did a really good job with it. Wow, I jumped over it. That's definitely gotta be a result of me pressing the jump button. Otherwise, that would have been just fine. And vulnerability. That would have come in extra handy had I not killed all of the enemies ahead of time. Oh, I hear distant babies. Oh God. Guys, it's Teletubbies. It's the Teletubbies. When did this game come out, guys? 1997. When did the Teletubbies begin? When did they first air on television? We need to know the date. I need to look this up. Nah. Coincidence. I don't hear Teletubbies in the background, it's just babies. It's real babies and not grown men dressed in purple baby suits. Definitely not Teletubbies. Definitely not any kind of hell prophecy. Do you know when people like the conspiracy theorists like connect all of the implausible shit together? Like, what was that movie with the numbers with Jim Carrey? Where everything was the number, like, 20-something? Okay, pentagram has 6 sides, which means that there are 6 Teletubbies, okay? 2 that we don't see. 6 minus 2 equals 4. Okay, and that's the number of Beelzebub. It's not Beelzebub, it's Beelzebub. It's just a tit with a pentagram on it. Still very demonic. And that links to the color of Tinky Winky's panties. But, a pentagram has 10 sides and not 6. You shut your fucking mouth. Okay? This is my conspiracy theories. get infected by the demons, like these men have, it makes their voices very low. You know, the demons affects the pitch of your voice, so that you may have sounded like this, but now you sound like this. I'm telling you, if anyone out there is bold enough to take to the task of A, making a Redvox Wikipedia page, because there's been some problem. Apparently it's really fucking hard to get a page, but that's a whole different story. But if anyone is super cool enough to connect all the dots between Doom, demons, and Teletubbies, I've been told by a chat member, Vinny, please stop talking about Redvox. Your wish is my command. Oh, hang on a second. No, this guy, kind of a penis. He just said, just shut up and game. He wasn't joking. He's a penis. But I'm still gonna comply, so, enjoy the game, everyone. Does anyone need to go to the bathroom? Cause I'll wait. I don't mind. Also, if anyone's going to Taco Bell, can you pick me up a chalupa? Thanks. Okay, there's a piss break happening. Everyone go quick. See, I am unbound to your mortal problems, such as peeing, sorry. Such as doing pee-pee. I have a series of tubes connected. They go directly from wherever the nutrients are absorbed, wherever that part ends, the tubes go straight from there into I'll let you finish that sentence. Why are people, like, waiting for me to finish the sentence? There are people, like, actually... Like, into what? I need to know! Into a bowl of macaroni and cheese. Okay, someone just said that 4 Teletubbies means that there's 4 members... Right, so there's 4 members of the Teletubbies, right? How many horsemen of the apocalypse are there? A windmill in Telly has 4 blades. Speaker has 4 dots. 4 tubbies. 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals 12. Half equals 6. There are 3 things with 4. We can conclude that 666 Teletubbies is satanic propaganda. You did your homework. Good job. I love the animation for when Barons and those guys whose name I forget always just fucking like, coalesce into a puddle of their own guts and spaghetti. Also, I love how, even though you're not able to aim up and down in Doom 64, in this one, the blood reacts to where you shoot. Where do I want my chalupa? Can you just email that to me? That would be really cool, thanks. Yeah, my email is administrator@comcast.net. Send all of your Taco Bell there. Taco Bell has to be like the most polarizing food on the planet for me, because on one hand, I absolutely love it and I crave it because there are basically none near me, so I don't have Taco Bell. Maybe once a year I have Taco Bell, maybe twice, if I'm unlucky. But then the other part of me realizes that Taco Bell is basically diarrhea juice. So, you know, there's like a love-hate relationship. You know, it's not good for you. It's not probably real meat, or if it is, it's mixed with like oats and whey or something. It was like something I read a few years back. I don't know how true it is. Carl, you talking shite? And it's like, you know, I will have like a real taco every now and then. And I love like authentic, or as authentic as you can get, like tacos made by people that actually like give a fuck, like people that like put effort into the ingredients and like have their own recipes, like, you know, legit taco. Legit taco. I like a legit taco. But then sometimes I just want a shitty taco. Wow, that guy just scummed me. The chainsaw did not keep me safe. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just want garbage. You just want shit. It's like the same reason why, as a New Yorker, like, I get like a, you know, a Domingos every now and then. There's no reason to get Domingos. But, you know, just every now and then you just have this desire to fuck your shit up internally. Yeah, we don't deserve this planet. There are greater beings that should get the planet, that don't create things like Domino's and Taco Bell, like spiders. Domingos is just, Vappy can't wait to bomb some Domingos. Oh boy, I can't wait to bomb some Domingos. Domingos is just what me and my buddy call Domino's because we're assholes. Think about how pure spiders are compared to the rest of us. Spiders are good people. I swear I'm not being put up to it. Definitely not a brigade of spiders that have escaped the spider dungeon that are holding me hostage right now. There's definitely not anything to do with webs and poison slowly seeping into my veins that the antivenom was promised to me if I gave some big ups to spiders. That didn't happen. That's not happening. can you guys just share Vinesauce on Facebook? I heard that helps. Like, 1 share equals 1 prayer. You know what I mean? Like, I need a miracle. And, I've been told that when you share things on Facebook, you get miracles. I'll just let them fight. Let's watch the carnage, shall we? Never mind, let's try to stay alive instead. There we go. Gotta be careful. I was busy watching the fighting earlier, and that got me killed. Or at least got me into a lowered state of health. Which is a fancy euphemism. Euphemism? What is happening with my words tonight? Like, I feel comfortable. I don't feel like I'm having a stroke. But... like, 1 in every 37 words comes out in the weirdest, like, derpiest way possible. Euphemism. Euphorism. Euphorism sounds like a band from the 80s. Maybe it's like a Eurythmics tribute band. It's the mix of the words euphemism and rhythm. Fuck. God, I know what I gotta do now. I have to start a band. It is known, Callisti. It is known. Do I still remember writing my 30-plus page papers? Yes. I remember writing all my papers. 30 pages was like nothing at some point. Okay, you know what? 30 pages really was never nothing. 30 pages always sucked. 30 pages was ball scrape. But you just had to do it. And then you got used to it, kind of. Like, not that you get used to it, it just became like... it just became a thing that you knew how to approach better. Like... that's not good. Like 10 pages, yeah, like that 10 pages I could handle. If you gave me a 10-page paper, that began to feel like nothing. 20 was like, okay, this is work. And 30 was just, okay, this is gonna take me a while. Time to unprocrastinate myself as much as possible. Oh my god, what is going on in this level? This level's fucking crazy. It's like roars. Fucking bloody roars happening right now. I managed to... I had some good professors that would give me page extensions. Paper extensions. That's what I meant. And, I think it has something to do with that. Oh, let's see. So I was lucky. Like, if I couldn't get those 30 pages done in time, which was usually the case, I definitely had some leeway. on a number of occasions. Thank God for that. And again, like I said, I have an English degree, which doesn't really mean a whole lot. And, it was... writing was something that I felt I was good at if I actually put my attention and energy into it. But, my school that I went to just didn't offer things that I really was passionate about, so I just took English because it was good. I won a few creative writing awards, which was nice. You guys are gonna laugh, but this is how much of a fucking meme lord I was. One of my stories for creative writing was what I thought the movie... I've told this on stream, but I'm gonna tell you guys again. What I thought the movie Snakes on a Plane was gonna be like. Like, all we had was, I think, one trailer at the time, and the name Snakes on a Plane. And I was fascinated with the idea that the movie Snakes on a Plane could actually be a real movie. Right? So, I did a 4 or 5 page paper on what I thought was gonna be like the script of Snakes on a Plane, and I got about 55 to 60% of the movie correct. Except in one of my, in my story, there is a moment that they missed out on in the movie, which is, Sam Jackson. Sam Jackson is on the plane. And he's got like PTSD from being in the jungle, right? Because he was undercover in the jungle for some reason. So he has like experience with tribes and stuff like that. And the first false alarm was he hears a rattling. God damn it. He hears a rattling in one of the overhead compartments. And like he starts getting flashbacks from the jungle of like ancient tribal rituals and like deadly creatures and poisons and shaman, and he hears the rattling get louder and louder and louder, and he's hearing it and he's thinking to himself, you know, he's thinking about the anacondas that he's had experience with, and he's thinking of like these, again, these ancient rituals, the bloodletting rituals. And then he opens the compartment and it's just a vibrator. And he's just like, shit. And that was my story. And I didn't win an award for that, but I did get an A. Yeah, I didn't really give a fuck. I mean, that's obviously only one class. Like, it wasn't like my entire major was a joke. You know, it kind of was, to be honest. But, it wasn't all, like, Snakes on a Plane. Like, I wrote some stuff that was more or less, you know, an attempt at me writing a story. And, those are the ones that did well. So, but, yeah, that's a true story right there. And, fuck off, lost souls. Oh my god! Fucking Pinky. Mostly my English classes were just reading and writing and papers, you know, and it wasn't really like, I'm not a literature expert. We're talking like remedial college English, followed through for the full extent. I was a communications minor, which was more media stuff and like, you know, Illustrator, Photoshop, and then learning about the industry and various other media-related jobs and public relations and stuff like that, so that was more useful to me. But English was just an attempt. It was like 2 years of just writing lots of papers about books and about, you know, random shit. So that was my, there you go. That's what I did. So again, it wasn't just snakes on a plane. I also wrote, oh, I remember one other story I wrote, which was, I swear I wrote original shit too, but this was based on Syd Barrett, the original, singer-songwriter for Pink Floyd, who went insane. Are we kidding? Are you kidding me, Lost Soul, right now with this shit? Syd Barrett went insane because people were slipping coffee. Slipping LSD into his coffee, and he would do like really weird shit, like he would detune all of his strings live. After a certain point, like he just wasn't able to keep it together, and the band had to replace him because he was too unpredictable, and he was ruining their band in a lot of ways. So anyway, I found Syd Barrett at the time. I thought I was really interested in this character, this figure. So I wrote a creative writing story about what I thought happened to Syd Barrett and like how like he progressed and like just insane crazy shit that happened to him. Some of it based on some stuff I had read, but all of it was like fictional. It was like a story of him just not being able to cope with reality, and it was about people slipping LSD into his coffee. And it was like 3 or 4 pages, but... So what I like to do was I like to take like a little bit of reality that I enjoyed and then write a fictional story around it, which seems to be a trend. I only did that like 2 or 3 times, but it was fun. And then when I read more about Syd Barrett later on, it turns out that some of the shit that I had written about was eerily close to the truth. Like off, yes, but some of it was like really, really similar. Someone in chat just said it's called a fanfic, you moran. M-O-R-A-N. I sure do love when people slip coffee into my LSD. But yeah, you can call it that, sure. So I wrote fanfic, but hey, I got good grades for it. That might be... Oh man, I never even considered it like that. Does that make me a loser? Oh, I don't like this. I see lots of yeses in the chat. Just keep in mind, I'll be writing your names down in a little book. Each and every one of you. And I see people typing no now. God, could you imagine I actually had a book or wrote people's names down in chat while I'm streaming? I write it with my feet, guys. Oh my God, this game is ramping up the intensity. College was, just on a final note about college, an expensive waste of time. But it did help me get some jobs. Because, like, I pretty much worked from 16 to, like, 28. I did just whatever. you know, like random stuff, and then somewhat career-oriented stuff. So college did help a little bit, because people do like that piece of paper, but that was nearly 10 years ago now, you know what I mean? So it's even harder now. I don't think I need to harp on the whole college being a waste of time thing, in terms of money and student loans and all that. Just be careful. Go to the cheapest college you can afford. Or, wait, yeah. The cheapest college that still has what you want. Or get a trade skill, or just a skill, you know, or learn one specific thing and learn it really, really well, and then do it really, really well, and then become your own, you know, entity. Which is almost, at this point, a better option than racking up student loans, and then maybe, if you're lucky, maybe get a job after college. I feel bad for a lot of people, because I've had friends that I went to college with that still have not found careers, and their degrees have not helped them. People with good grades that graduated, that are now, you know, 30, that are still working whatever jobs they can find, and not career-oriented jobs, because they just, you know, just a piece of paper wasn't good enough. So it's sad. It really is sad. I have a lot of sympathy for people that are going through that. That said, I somehow don't think that it would be good advice for me to tell people not to go to college. But then again, if you're listening to me on whether or not you should go to college, maybe you're making a mistake. Someone in chat just said, Vinny, should I have a child? I don't know. And, dude, whoever Sugar Shock, you didn't waste your time. It's not a waste of time. It's just hard. It's really hard. You should feel proud of yourself, because that shit is something that still holds some level of, you know, prestige, and also, it's hard, man, to finish college and to do it well. So, no, you should be proud of yourself. It's just a matter of the other guys that have that same degree are gonna make it hard for you to get the job you want. Fucking rocket turrets? Oh my god. Oh, fuck off with that. I think the rockets exploded so hard that we lost music. Not gonna lie, I wasn't paying attention to which one. I think it's the last one, or this one. Yes, I got it. This is a creepy level. This is where that Doom 64 lighting really comes in handy. This level looks pretty fucking badass. Remember to save often. O-F-E-N. This music is very interesting. I'm trying to decipher a use for these pillars to be piercing the earth. I don't know. Is it... like, what could that possibly be doing? Argent energy. That's clearly the answer. Look how stingy this game is with energy ammo. I'm even, like, running out of rockets. It seems like your best friend is the shotgun. Chain gun doesn't really do it for me in this game. It's not bad. It just kills very slowly. Spiders, oh my dear god. Dear fucking god. Oh my god, look at this. Everything is trying to kill me. Everything is bad. Everything is bad. Wow. Wow, this game does not fuck around. Oh my god. Hit and run. Doing really well too for a second. Okay, now this is slightly more manageable. Can at least get rid of these barons. This game really got intense. I love it. But oh my god. Might have a rocket or two. Kind of difficult to hit with that. One spider. Two spiders. Got the right idea. Oh, look at this. I can cheap him out a bit. Always looking for a good cheap out. Alright, this is taking way too long. I'm gonna save here. Pick up some ammo. Oh, that was a spider. It's just the corpses of spiders. Some health over here. There we go. There we go. Oh my god. Oh my god, why did I do that? Oh, fucking these game. Fucking these game. BFG would have been so fucking useful for this. The amount of patience that you have to have too. Sometimes you have to just kind of wait. Have a little bit of patience. And they're all dead. There's a puzzle here that I just figured out. It took me a minute, but check this out. Oh, you gotta hit both of them. There you go. Nice. Cool. Alright, so that. I do have the BFG already, but I don't have ammo for it. Which means that 3 of my weapons are just... no. Is that alien baby noises? How did the game know I love alien baby noises? Fuck that. So verily do I indeed love the verily the baby noises. Just like in that game, the Teletubbies. They're making a movie of the game, of the TV show. Teletubbies. How the fuck are you supposed to do this without being able to save? Fortunately, I was unable to shoot that rocket without it exploding in my face. Straight out of Quake. Thinking about streaming. Oh my god. Oh my god, I got stuck on the wall. I never played Quake 4, but I heard some people liked it. I was thinking about streaming Warcraft 3. I don't know how well a strategy game like that would play on, would play on, a stream like this, where I go for, like, story and variety. Because, you know, it's still a strategy game, you still have to build stuff, and it's about like a 22 to 23 hour game. It does have a good story. It's better than most of the, in terms of, like, story, in terms of, you know, keeping you interested throughout the whole game. It's better than a lot of strategy games. It almost feels like an RPG. More than it does just a plain strategy game. So I think, you know, I've been thinking about, because I saw the, you know, the Warcraft movies coming out, which is obviously... Oh man, I don't know how that's gonna be. Duncan Jones had to cut 40 minutes of the movie, apparently. And I've heard some mixed things about it, because it's released internationally, and some people have been not so pleased, and other people liked it. But mostly not great things. Also, the director of the Warcraft movie is David Bowie's son. Just throwing that out there. But yeah, I've heard some good things about the movie. I've heard some bad things too. I'm just not sure. Rotten Tomatoes has Warcraft down really low. So, I don't know. It's out internationally, but not in the US. It's doing awful by US critics, but doing great everywhere else. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know how that... I don't know what that means. Are US critics just being hard on it? Why are international critics being more forgiving? I want it to be good. I mean, my experience with Warcraft is tenuous. I loved Warcraft 2. I'm not gonna play this whole level. I want to switch to New Doom in a second. Hang on a sec. I just want to check something out. That helps. Just a little bit of extra brightness. This game is really fucking dark. So I loved Warcraft 2. I played the fuck out of Warcraft 2. That was my first online game that I've ever played, and that was before Battle.net too. That was like dial-up to dial-up connection. Like, to the point where you couldn't play... You couldn't receive phone calls if you were playing Warcraft 2. So, yeah, I kind of love that game. I made like 3 dozen maps. I just liked making maps in the game too. And then Warcraft 3 came out years later, and I fell in love with that game as well. Made a few maps as well. Maybe not 3 dozen, maybe more like 3 or 4, but... loved the story. Then, Frozen Throne was great. I played the fucking custom games forever. Tides of Blood. I played the original Dota. I played one called Darwin's Island. All the tower defense shit. That was a great game to have when I didn't have any money to buy new games. Because it was just endlessly replayable in the custom mode. You could just find new custom games every day, and it would be like you had a new game all the time. So I loved Warcraft 3's, yeah, Uther Party, I remember that. Holy shit. I loved Warcraft 3's multiplayer and the online. I even played, just somewhat competitive. Not competitive, but I mean, I would do regular matches from time to time. And, I played Undead, primarily, followed by Human. So, yeah, I loved Warcraft 3, and I've been thinking about revisiting it for a while now. Maybe even organizing a little bit of a, some Vinesauce Warcraft 3 matches. I don't know. I love StarCraft 2. Don't get me wrong, like, I really, really enjoyed the fuck out of StarCraft 2. I played that competitively a lot. Like, I've got like 200 or 300 hours in that. Maybe more. And, I was rubbish. Me and Fred got to, like, Gold League one time. I think that was the best we did. Maybe yeah, I think Gold was the highest Fred and I got, but, I played a lot of StarCraft 2. It was fun. I just don't have the dexterity for it. What is shooting me? My APMs will never be good. They're always gonna be shit. I'm not good at, like, doing 1,000 things at once. I'm not good at scouting and remembering to do that. Remembering to, you know, activate a certain thing, and it's like StarCraft is like rock, paper, scissors, and also like chess. You have to remember what beats what. You have to remember, you know, okay, so if I bring siege tanks and the enemy has, Zerglings, how is that gonna affect my siege tanks? If I have, you know, if I have a bunch of Marauders and Marines in like a fucking human ball, was it the MMM ball, I think it was called? If I have a bunch of those together and there's Banelings, how do I react? How do I best handle that situation? You have to, like, remember, you have to memorize hundreds of scenarios if you want to really get good at StarCraft. I mean, playing casually against computers or people that don't know how to play the game, that's one thing. That's just for fun. And I enjoyed that. I enjoyed not having to, like, be the best, the very best there ever was. In a game like StarCraft, I like just enjoying it and just building a giant base and building a fuckload of units and banshees and stuff. A lot of fun. I really enjoyed StarCraft, and I just couldn't do the competitive, the ranking stuff anymore, because it was absolutely way too involved, and I was just getting my ass handed to me. When we hit, like, gold, and I hit silver on my own, I was just getting wrecked. Just wrecked over and over and over again. Shooting me from the windows? Kind of lost. Even with a map. Well, I'm gonna check the map in a second. But Warcraft kind of felt more manageable. Warcraft was more, again, you had heroes, so it was more like an RPG. I'm not saying one's better than the other either. Because, I like both. It's hard for me to choose. And also there was a lower unit cap. So, in a game like Warcraft, you had less units. You had to worry more about individual units and their skills and microing them. So, anyway, I got totally off track. The point is, I only played World of Warcraft a little bit. Well, when I say a little bit, I mean like a combined total of like 200, 300 hours. Maybe more. It's becoming a trend. 200, 300, maybe more. So lost. I'm so lost. Blue key requirement here. Yellow key requirement there. Then there's this. This is different. So yeah, I played World of Warcraft. Endgame didn't do a whole lot for me, and I got bored. Then I came back for a little while and got bored again. Then I played... There we go. I played for the... I'm gonna finish the story about Warcraft, then I'm gonna switch to Doom New. So, then I played... What was the first expansion? The first World of Warcraft expansion I played... Someone will say it. Burning Crusade, thank you. Yeah, I played Burning Crusade, and I did as much of the things as I could, and then I resorted to just ganking people. So that was my World of Warcraft experience. So, I am kind of resentful of World of Warcraft for what happened to it, and also for how, if you want to keep up with it, it's expensive, and, you know, you gotta install all this, and it takes up a lot of room on your hard drive, and it's just, it got boring. I got bored of, like, all MMOs. MMOs just don't do it for me anymore. Until something radically new or amazing comes along, I think I'm good on MMOs for a while. So I'm totally out of the loop with the Warcraft story. Like, the lore of Warcraft, I was good up until Warcraft 3, then Frozen Throne. Okay, I got that lore. And then I got some of the World of Warcraft lore. Like, I learned about... What the hell did that do? Like, I learned about some of the stuff that happened in Burning Crusade and World of Warcraft, and then I just, that's it. Like, I no longer have a grasp of the story. And that's why I say I have a tenuous relationship with Blizzard and, well, and World of Warcraft. You know, it also comes down to, I don't like that we haven't gotten a new Warcraft game since Warcraft 3, but there have been 1,000 WoW expansions, and they're still doing WoW expansions. And as a Warcraft fan, that makes me upset because, I don't know, I just wanted a new fucking Warcraft. Oh, that's what that did. That's also genuinely why I didn't really know what Overwatch was. Like, I kind of barely knew what it was, but I didn't give it... Here I was still waiting for a game called Project Titan. Excuse me, from Blizzard. And then I found out that they scrapped that, and they made some of the assets into Overwatch. So when people were, like, losing their shit over Overwatch, calling it overhype and all that stuff, I'm like, what are you people talking about? Where did this game even come from? I just wasn't following Blizzard. I just didn't care. I mean, I played Diablo 3, was a little disappointed, but genuinely enjoyed it because me and Darren enjoyed it together. But it was alright. Diablo 3, it didn't blow me away. It wasn't good times like Diablo 2 was, but it got better over time, and I think they did a pretty good job to get it where it is now. But, got bored with that, got bored with StarCraft, and I just kind of stopped caring about Blizzard. And, like I said, I didn't know what Overwatch was until it was, like, beta time, and everyone was telling me that I should try it. Oh my god, StarCraft Ghost. Now you're bringing back memories. You're bringing back like, when I think about StarCraft Ghost, I think about stuff like the Megaton announcement from Nintendo. I think about Half-Life 3. I think about Duke Nukem Forever, which came out and then was not quite so great. I guess I'll finish this level. May as well, right? Probably close to the end of it. Want me to talk about Zelda U? Anyway, the point is, I'm considering streaming Warcraft 3. I don't know when. I wouldn't do Frozen Throne right away. I would just do Warcraft 3. And that would be it. And just get through the story, enjoy it, maybe do a little multiplayer. I have a lot of games on my plate at the moment, but I think they're all coming to an end within the next few weeks, right? So, this is coming to an end, soon-ish. The new Doom is we're getting close to the end, Chrono Cross is coming close to the end, and Rogue Squadron just doesn't work. Now, I know I want to do a Nintendo game, maybe like Minish Cap or something like that. I know I want to do Metal Gear Solid 4 this summer. I have my controller, by the way. I bought a PS3 controller, so I'm almost ready to go with that game. Not quite there yet. I'm not ready for it yet, but I promise you guys it's gonna happen this summer. And Earthbound is probably gonna happen closer to the end of the year. So you know, with all that, I mean, there's not a whole lot of other stuff I'm looking forward to. So I considered maybe Warcraft 3 would be a good game to keep me busy, and also, you know, since the movie's coming out, we could talk about the lore, and I think it would be fun. But I want to make a poll at some point. I want to see what you guys think. This level is very confusing, mainly because I've been talking. Well, it's not that confusing. I just need to find that room. When does No Man's Sky come out? Oh yeah, Monster Hunter's coming out soon. I don't think I would go full in with Monster Hunter. Like, I don't think I would stream the whole game. I would just play it offline and then occasionally do a hunt online. I'm still a little burnt on Monster Hunter after 4. So. No Man's Sky comes out August. It got pushed back. I think I'm one of the few people that remembers Spore. That was terrible. That room was terrible. I got cock-blocked by a fucking invisible pinky. Also, this game's a lot smarter than I think people would give it credit for. Like, it feels like a big dumb shooter, but, I mean, between the amount of, like, puzzle solving and the amount of, voice cracking, and the amount of, like, knowing which enemies to kill first and knowing how to plan your attack, there's a lot more strategy in a game like this than you might expect just from watching me play it. You missed the GTA 5 streams? I mean, I kind of missed them too. I wanted to mod GTA 5, but I'm having trouble. I've been out of the modding game for so long, I actually don't remember how to mod it, and... Anyway, I couldn't find too many mods that I was totally interested in. The thing about GTA is I like to just fuck around, which I don't know how fun that is to watch. Just me driving around and doing stupid shit. I don't think I would want to do the multiplayer the way I used to do it, because that got clusterfucky. It became insane. There's going to be a huge GTA Online update in the next few weeks. Monotonous, remind me when that comes out, and maybe I'll stream it. Fuckery is the best stream material. That's good to know. If you like the fuckery, the random fuckery, then sure. I could make some fuckery happen. Fuckery duckery doc. Everything wants me dead in this game. Everything. Some of these textures I'm able to see through. I don't think that's intentional. And, oh yeah, Wolfenstein. I forgot. Well, Wolfenstein's gonna happen sometime after I finish Doom. This and the other Doom. I'm just in a really intense Doom mood lately. I have to feel this. I have to scratch the Doom itch. But yeah, Wolfenstein is still very much a thing. New Order. There's a fucking plasma rifle up there, but I can't figure out how to get it. They just, like, they toy with you. They wave the things in your face. There we go. Worth it for the ammo. Every corner. Around every single corner in this game, there's some form of trap. fuck? Jesus. Oh god, what now? What now? Wow. Wow, and we're wow. And that's just level 16. Subnautica's gonna happen again. Yeah, definitely. Subnautica will happen. I'm just hoping that at some point NVIDIA will create and make my video card and then send it to me before I do that. Because there's a few games I wanted to revisit. Like that BeamNG game. And like games that are like really heavily physics-based. To the point where me streaming them would be taxing on my CPU and GPU, right? That needs a good video card if I'm gonna stream shit that's like really crazy, intensely physics-based. And I'm hoping that the 1080 will make that dream a reality. So I just let's see what happens. Okay, I've got more Doom up next, everyone. Stick around. I'm gonna take a quick break and grab something to drink, and I will return with Doom. So if you're not bored of me shooting demons, then you have more me shooting demons in about 3 minutes. Be right back.